Well, welcome to Strathroy, a.k.a. Strath Vegas. Big lights, big city here, fellas. I got the coach Ron Ferwarda and Dylan Sherville here on the call tonight. Doing a little sideline stream, gentlemen. I mean, hey, why not do, two streams, maybe 3 or 4 in 48 hours? So that's what we do here at London Football TV. So, Ron.
That's what you do. I have a job.
100%. Well, hey, looking forward to a good game here. Juniors just wrapped up. Saints had a nice little 28-8 victory here on the same field, and we'll be getting things going with the senior crew. Now, obviously, the Montcom Cougars, Everett's fan club. We were really hoping Everett was going to be here this evening, and the Saints get ready to rock. Before I hand it over to you guys, I got to give a shout out to a guy named Dave Freer, who has been involved with the Saints for a good long time. Was supposed to step up as head coach in OC this year. Unfortunately, health matters kept him from coaching, so he actually made a small donation to the London Football TV broadcast this evening. So we appreciate you covering some of our gas money tonight, Dave.
Awesome.
And we really hope you enjoy the broadcast. So with that, it looks like we're going to get a little kickoff going here, fellas, and I'll give it over to the two of you.
So one of the things that we really like to do is like coming to some of these other venues that we're not used to seeing and broadcasting a game. Like, let's be honest. Montcom and the Strathroy Saints, we don't get a lot of play on that. This is a Tier 2 game, but this should be a very, very competitive game. Montcom is going to be in the yellow jerseys, blue pants, yellow helmets. Strathroy is pretty much all blue with gold trim. Shervs, what are you expecting out of tonight? It's a cool, damp night. Ball security is going to be an issue for both these teams, I believe.
For sure, and especially with both of these teams kind of coming in after their Week 1 matchups in different spots, right? Montcalm obviously having the outing that they had against IDCI, and I believe Strathroy having a more competitive game. It'll be interesting to see kind of where they stand in the standing, so to speak, and where they stand in terms of power rankings and where their challenges may be moving forward.
I think this is going to be a big game, for playoff positioning for both of these teams going forward. I expect Montcalm's going to run the ball a lot with number 10, Owen Dixon. I think you're going to see a lot of him. Fullback Riley Tucker Howard is another guy that we need to watch. For Strathroy, it's all about the quarterback, number 8. And I'm sorry, I can't read that, dude. Jonathan Kent. Okay.
And the atmosphere here is absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
The lights are great. You got a great crowd here as the ball gets kicked off, and a little bit of a squib kick returned by, I believe that's number 25. That is Preston Malin.
A good tackle over there by Strathroy. Good, kind of a directional kick over to the far left side. Really good coverage downfield. I'm impressed early to start. But I think this is going to – how this first couple series go for each of these teams, I think is going to have a lot to say with how this game will be played. Friend of the program, Spencer Bowman, is one of the coaches over at Montcom. We're all familiar with him, so that's a big offensive line from Montcom.
Yeah, I was going to say they're pretty big as they come out in the pistol look 2x2 here with a tight end here, so technically trips.
Dixon, the ball carrier, straight up the middle. Met after a short gain of about 3 or 4 yards. We're going to call it second down and about 70 here.
Yeah, Montcalm has a ton of size up front. Not surprised that they're using the tight end with the amount of size that they do have. Specifically number 74, kind of being the biggest fella out there. Kyle DeCare, my apologies for butchering any last names. Yeah, very interesting to see how the offense comes out, especially under Spencer Bowman. It is his first year with the program, so kind of him putting his stamp on Montcalm football, so to speak, in his first year. Obviously, first game, didn't really have a ton of success, but ICI, they're the cream of the crop for that tier too.
Well, yeah, we'll talk more about them later on, but this is I believe this is going to be a good game. Quarterback just keeps it over the left-hand side. Gain of about 10 on that.
And that's Shannon McGrath with the improvisation there after the low snap.
Yeah, a little bit of a low snap. Takes it over the left-hand side. Good. Hey, I like that north-south. I don't want my quarterback or I don't want returners or anyone dancing around side to side. Stick your foot in the ground, see the hole, explode through it.
Quickest way, straight line, point A to point B, easiest way to get a first down. So a new set of downs for Montcalm, coming out with that tight end look again, tight end towards the boundary. More of a balanced look as they have, two tight ends in the game.
Yeah, 2 tight ends and a fullback in there. Hand off to Dixon. takes it over the right-hand side. Dixon with a big run, takes it to a gain of about 9 on that. Takes it to, and a late flag. Took it to the 50-yard line. Have to wait to see what the flag is about there, Dill.
It looked like it might have been some extracurricular colorful language after the play there. Refs are always going to make sure that we're keeping the game clean as much as possible. As you mentioned, though, Coach, there is the ball security already being an issue already with the low snap and then also the kind of awkward handoff that they had at the start of this play. So hopefully they can clean that up as the game goes on.
Objectionable conduct was called against
exactly.
the Saints there, so that is going to be enough to move the sticks. 15-yard penalty after the end of the run. Hey, that's a 24-yard gain now.
Yeah, you're already across midfield here. You're into opponent's territory. That double tight end look seems to be their bread and butter, especially with all the size that they do have there,
plus
which is awesome.
They also have a fullback playing slot, number 6, Raleigh Tucker-Howard. Inside handoff to Dixon, breaks it over the right-hand side. Dixon's got a chance. One man to beat. Owen Dixon takes it over the left-hand side. Steps out of bounds about the 15-yard line.
And that's the kind of movement that you need, right? You look at the interior 3 or 4 there. They get a ton of movement to a point where they're hitting each other. Allows for Dixon to bounce it outside. You get a really healthy gain.
Could have had a horse collar on that as well. A little bit of a high tackle on that. Ball's going to be spotted about the 12 here, Dill.
Yeah, I think, when you're looking at the spot here and what you've been successful with, keep the ball on the ground. No real reason to put it up in the air just yet.
Slot back over to the right-hand side. Dixon takes it over the right-hand side, breaks the first tackle, heading towards the end zone. He's going to be stopped short of the first down, but another healthy gain by the running back, number 10, Owen Dixon.
And again, that double tight end set, just simple outside zone blocking scheme here. You're going to see the offensive line try to looked like it was inside zone. The back bounce it outside. You look to get those double teams and secure the first line of defense there. That double tight end set is going to be really tough for Strathroy to deal with just because of the lack of size that they have on the defensive line.
Gain of about 8, second down and 2. Late whistle comes out. Timeout for Strathroy. Not a bad timeout. You're having the ball moved against you, with a lot of consistency on that. Adam, you got the higher view up there. What are you seeing so far?
You know what? I'm very impressed by Montcom. Obviously, I caught the first half against IDCI. We already said it tonight. IDCI is going to be a behemoth and a mountain to this Tier 2 division is going to have to climb. But really, really happy to see Montcalm moving the ball well here and some good, tough running.
Absolutely. And when it comes to, London high school football, I think all three of us can agree that you have to be able to run the football. And, Montcalm's proving it so far on their first drive that they're committed to running the football. Their quarterback, even Shannon McGrath, who's been able to improvise on a couple of weird snaps, and Owen Dixon carrying the majority of the load here as the play gets blown in.
Second down, and we're going to call it about 2 here. Motion back into the backfield. Direct snap to somebody who came inside.
Number 6, Riley Howard Tucker comes in. I think they got a little bit of inspiration from the stream earlier today where we saw a similar look from Oakridge where, bring the H in, get the snap under center, and try to get as big of a push as you can.
Let the big man carry the ball where it counts.
That's right.
Well, if you got a little Lucas Wong in your life, too, that absolutely helps.
That surely doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
First and goal here for the Cougars as they break the huddle. 2 to the field, 1 to the boundary, double tight end look. Dixon offset to the right. Pistol formation. No gain on the play.
Yeah, not too sure what the read was there coming from the quarterback. Maybe it was just that they wanted to get the end up in the I'm even looking at it, I'm slightly confused. Just because if they hand that ball off there, Dixon's probably in the end zone.
So second down and goal. We're going to say it's about the 2.5, 3-yard line. Melrose, you got the better view. 2, 3?
Yeah, I think we're about second and goal right now. From 2.
Thank you. A lot of help. 2 to the field, 1 to the boundary. Dixon takes it over the left-hand side. Met in the backfield this time. A number of Saints in the backfield this time. Meets Dixon, throws him down for a loss of about 4 on that. You're going to have about third and goal here from about the 9 or 10.
I may correct you properly this time, Ron. I think you're about the 5 right now, maybe the 6.
Okay.
Yeah. It's all good, though. It's hazy out
we
here.
We are field level at basically midfield. And
That's how we get.
I'm 58 years old, and I don't see very well anymore.
We haven't been this close to the action since the Cass East Elgin game, Ron. I like it.
Yeah, exactly. Pistol formation. Here we go. Dump off pass falls incomplete. Had a guy in the field. Good job. Hey, good opening job by the Cougars here.
The bend don't break, right? When the Saints go marching in and they're stopping the run at the goal line there. Love the play design from Montcom. I think that's an excellent call. Just need to execute.
Well, again, the ball, we talked about the ball's going to be a little bit slippery and everything else. So maybe he didn't quite have a good enough grip and I think he tried to just lay it out there. Sometimes throwing the ball to the guy that's wide open are the toughest passes to make.
It's always like that, the routine throw to first, right?
Yeah.
The routine throw to the fullback there.
So Saints break the huddle, trips left, handoff to the right. Number 7 was the ball carrier for the Saints. Healthy gain on the play. I like it.
Yeah, and that was Parker Bycraft, the slot. I believe it's the slot receiver or the running back.
I think he lined up in the backfield.
But yeah, great play design, right? You ended up having the offensive line get out in that outside zone type of blocking scheme. Really interesting to see the defensive ends line up in the inside shade of the offensive tackles here, but that might be changing now.
3 to the boundary, 1 to the field. Pressure coming. Quarterback is brought down. Short gain to no gain that time. Riley Howard Tucker was there. Also number 72 and number 7, I believe it was, for the Cougars.
Yeah, so 72 being Braden McKinnon, and then number 7 being Jesse Chopik. I believe that's how you pronounce that last name. It looked like the Saints really wanted to have Julian Howard on that fly route there on the fade, but number 24 from Montcom had really, really great coverage on that route, so unfortunately led to a sack.
22 look 2x2. Aaron Middleton's picked off by the Cougars. Number 13 with the INT for the Montcom Cougars, turning it over. Big stop for the Cougars.
And you love to hear a bench get excited. So Montcalm obviously very excited after that one, after the interception from Caleb Cormandy to be able to, put the Cougars back in the scoring position.
So back inside the 20 at about the 15-yard line. Cougars will take the ball over. Coach Stenning, how are you, sir? Good. This is why we do, we've had a number of guys come up to us during the game, and before the game, kind of talking to us. We're so glad that we're able to do this for these kids. Montcalm breaks the huddle, double tight end look, 2 to the field, 1 to the boundary. Dixon, the lone setback, hands it off to Owen Dixon, takes it over the right-hand side. Bounce it. Owen Dixon's got a chance to break it. Touchdown, Cougars! Owen Dixon, the 15-yard scamper off the right side. He tried to break it inside, saw the pressure coming from the defense, and did a good job bouncing there. Right there. There's the bounce. Good vision.
And it's great that he was able to make that cut even on the field that might be a little bit slicker than most, right? So for him to be able to have that agility and change of direction, game-breaking player so far for the Cougars with Dixon there.
So Owen Dixon with the first points of the game, 6-0 for the Cougars, barring the extra point. I'm going to shout out the kicker, number 47 from Montcom. Can't read it.
Ibrahim Ahmed, so far, looking back for the kick. So he may have had one too many on the field here.
So Cougars lining up for the PAT. Oh, left-footed kickers. Penalty flags come in. Time count, maybe?
Probably.
Yep. No, false start against Montcalm. So procedure. So, procedure called against the Cougars. 5-yard penalty will be enforced on the kickoff. We will reattempt the try. Number 1 is the holder for Montcalm. Snap is down. It's a good snap. Kick is away, and it is good. 4:47 left to go in the opening quarter. Montcom Cougars take the opening score and lead it 7-0. Impressive drive so far by Montcom. Ground and pound is, I think, the order of the business today.
Yes, definitely, and it's something that we saw a little bit of their passing game last week against IDCI, but it's great to see them consistently commit to the run and allow them to push down the field. Now they did get that defensive stop, right? Very lucky to get very good timing to get that interception to allow them to have another opportunity to score. But it's good to see Montcalm committing to the run and committing to that 2 tight end set.
So let's see how the Saints answer. They had a great explosive run early in the game.
Mm-hmm.
Number 7, the tailback for the Saints. He looks like he's got some serious jets to him. Again, we are live from Strathroy. Producer Adam Melrose, Dylan Sherville, and I am the coach, Ron Ferwerda, bringing you some Tier 2 Friday Night Lights action.
Now this, I'm not sure if they meant to do this. Oh, okay, there's a T. All right. Oh, yep, there's a T. All right. So I've seen it a few times where a lot of teams have wanted to go to that.
That dirty kick?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right? And it's definitely become a lot more popular in the NFL or even, youth football down in the States. But, just going with the classic kickoff as we see, I believe it's number 17 here, or 47.
47. Kick bounces at the 35-yard line, hits the ground. Good coverage downfield by Montcalm. I think it's number 88 on the return, takes it over the left-hand side. 88's off to the races, takes it just beyond field.
He was able to make something out of nothing.
Well, on some of our other broadcasts, you'll hear me say it ad nauseum. Ball hits the ground, it's going to cost you 15 yards. I think that particular time it actually worked out in a little bit of his favor.
Now, Strathroy does have some size on the offensive line. Number 71, Bryce Stiles, the biggest fella out there. Unfortunately, they run away from him.
Number
they
7
pick up about 7 yards here.
Yeah, number 7 again, the ball carrier. You have that 22 look, and it's just a simple inside zone play. Mm-hmm. You're getting the fullback pulling, but he's not really engaging. He's just kind of leading to the end there. This kid's got wheels. Gain of about 5, actually. So 2nd down and 5. Saints 3 to the field, 1 to the boundary. Handoff to number 7 again, takes it over the left-hand side again. Big run. Gain of about 12 or 14 on that.
And Parker Bycraft, we're going to be saying his name a lot if he keeps on being given the ball at this frequency. Able to find the crease and make his way for a first down.
Saints driving, big chunks coming off the field. I love playing on grass.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's true authentic football, I think, takes you back to the Saturday, Sunday mornings of LMFA football for a lot of us, right? Playing on grass and, it's just, you get no better feeling.
Stories of Citywide back in the day. 3 to the field, 1 to the boundary, 2 running backs in. Little step-off screen complete to number 4. Does a good job of breaking a tackle or two. Number 4.
Does Julian Howard with the reception there. He looks like he has some really, really good wheels as well. He's the route running there.
I think they've got some
quick.
athletes on this Strathroy team.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm very, very pleased to see the athleticism so far from the skill positions.
Saints break the huddle. 2nd down, and we're going to call it 8 here. 2nd down and 2. 3 to the field, 1 to the boundary, 2 in the backfield. High snap. Handoff to the other running back this time. Number 2 drops his shoulder, and a good carry by number 2. That is Kyle Fleming. He got about 6 or 7 on that. Big run for the Saints. Enough to move the sticks, and a first down.
Now, it'll be interesting to see how Montcom adjusts to this, right? You've had 2 runs go up the middle for significant yardage. Now you've had a run outside go for also significant yardage. So it's going to be interesting to see how their defense adapts.
22 look. High snap. Picked up. Looking to throw it. Throws it downfield. He's got a man. Good job just getting the ball downfield out of harm's way. Pass falls incomplete. 2nd down.
Truthfully, if Howard ended up continuing to run his route there, I think he's wide open in the end zone, right? So we always tell our receivers, you run the route the entire time. Don't give up on the route. It could end up paying off for you, but good awareness from the quarterback to be able to get that ball away.
Saints break the huddle. 2 by 2. look. 2 running backs in. Good snap this time. Quarterback takes it over the left-hand side, faking the draw play. Good tackle by number 23 from Montcom.
That's Kyson Miller with the tackle. Great job to see a DB come up, make that forced play there, especially, one where the quarterback might be a little bit bigger than the DB, but good to see the great form tackle come through.
Yeah, unfortunately, the injured Montcalm player on this. But let's get this. That's a big play. Brings up the 3rd down after a loss. Well, now they're going to move it forward. Really good job of forcing that tackle in there and filling the gaps.
Now, it'll be interesting to see what exactly they go for the play call here, especially because, 9 yards, you're in opponent's territory. You don't have 2 downs here. Got to get it all in one shot, basically. I can see some sort of screen maybe to Howard, wide receiver screen, or some sort of jet sweep motion. There's a lot of things you could do. It'll be interesting to see how they.
Hey, why don't we bring in Liam Haggerty here and have a quick chat with him?
Come on in.
There you go, fella.
Liam Haggerty, how are you doing today, sir?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Not too bad, not too bad. Welcome to Strathroy. What do you think out here?
I'm actually kind of surprised. We came out expecting to just kind of leave at halftime, but it's been a bit of an exciting game. 2 teams looking like they really are excited to play under the lights. And
now, who did you guys play this last week?
we played Glendale on Wednesday.
Glendale.
Yeah.
Okay, and who did you play in week 1?
Week 1 was East Elgin.
In East Elgin.
So 2-0 on the season so far. Obviously excited, right?
Yeah, it's been good. Getting to play both ways is exciting. Getting to play running back, something that I
Well,
don't get to
hey,
do for,
line up for a field goal. Falls a little bit short. It's picked up by the Cougars. Number 18 spins away from a tackle. Big return down the sidelines to about the 20. Liam, are you doing some scouting here?
play Strathroy, I think the last week of the season.
Now, do you play Montcom?
No Montcom.
So you play the Saints
Yep.
in a few weeks. How's the season going so far?
It's been going good. With the whole quarterback transfer, I think that's the biggest spot where we've been having a lot of emphasis with a grade 11 coming up to play quarterback, getting him through the whole system. So I'm playing running back, which we're able to run the ball a lot to kind of get him in rhythm with everything. So that's been good. And then playing on defense and everything, just leading that squad.
You got to give the shout out to the boys that get you the yards.
Yes, for
Talk
sure.
about your O-line.
Our O-line is basically all returning guys. We got Avery King, who is with us for Junior Mustangs. He's playing guard. We have Rockwell Shane. Wasn't able to play with the Mustangs this season with a knee injury, but he's all healthy and playing with us now. And just being able to run behind those 2 big boys on power and pull plays is huge for us. And I feel like I am rushing through like Ford F-150 truck-sized gaps for 10 yards every play.
It's always good to see. Just stick around here as we get this. A little bit of a high snap, picked up by number 1. Boots it over the right-hand side. Penalty flags fly. He's going to be trapped in the backfield and in the late flag as well. So we got a couple fouls on here. One during the play and then one just at the end there. High snap kind of threw everything off there.
So talk about your team's kind of mindset as, obviously everyone wants to play in that Tier 1 division and earn that spot. And what's your kind of outlook and how's the team feeling towards playing in the Tier 2 and potentially trying to earn that opportunity to get back into Tier 1?
Honestly, especially with a couple of the grade 13 guys that we have back, we just want to be able to put our program in a good position to be set back up, to be put in A again. It's kind of obviously unfortunate to get brought down any year, no matter the circumstance. But no matter what team's in front of us, we're just looking to put up as many points and hold a shutout every single game, no matter who we're playing against. They ran up the score, so I mean, it's only justice if we do the same thing back.
Yeah, because ultimately, at the end of the day, right, you got to get kids prepared for either this level, what will continue to happen, or even at the next level too, right? Whether you play at some of the either lower tier OUA programs or in the AUS or anywhere, you're going to have to take your licks and end up, bouncing back from that. Creates, the adversity that people can face. And, yeah, I mean, you just have to be ready to take that one on the chin, right? When it's
these guys are trying to get film. We're not just going to take a knee when an opportunity for a kid to go get a ball can get him an offer or get people some film. So it's really the biggest part to just be able to get our kids to the next level from our program.
For sure.
Yeah.
So after all of that, we'll just kind of do a quick recap. It was a holding call against the offense, unnecessary roughness called against the defense, it's a 5-yard penalty. Reset the sticks. It's an automatic first down. So who's your upcoming opponents?
So this coming week, Wednesday, we play Clark Road. And then the next week we play IDCI, and then the last we play the Saints.
That IDCI game, that's
the game?
that might be a good game.
Think so?
I call it a hunch. Dixon, the ball carrier, takes it over the left-hand side.
Beautiful.
Owen Dixon's got a
Beautiful
chance here. Great tackle. Keeps running. Owen Dixon keeps his legs driving. Takes it to about the 40-yard line.
I think the most
down.
athletic play that we just saw there was the coach here catching the puck. But what a great run by Dixon there. You can't tackle this kid high, right? You got to go to either the hip through the thigh here, or else he's going to run you over, as we saw.
Dixon comes off for a breather. New running back in for Montcalm. This will be the last play of the first quarter. Montcalm is up 7-0 here.
A little bit reminiscent of some of the stuff you've been able to pull off in the game, right?
Yeah.
Follow the big boys and bust it down the sideline.
Broken tackles, not as much fundamentals that you see in the summertime with Mustangs. Yeah.
Fair enough.
You guys planning to come out to any of our games to record?
Probably not.
Probably.
That's up to Mr. Melrose up there. We'll try to get to as many games as we can.
For sure.
Jet sweep to number 13. Takes it over the right-hand side.
Good stick
Makes a
farm.
couple guys miss. Makes another. He's still going. Inside the 20. Cameraman Adam, thumbs up to about the 10. Thumbs up to about. So, last play of the quarter. Jet sweep over the right-hand side. Cougars move the ball. Exciting first half. Both teams have kind of moved the ball. They got some explosive players on both sides of it here.
Yeah, so obviously, it's great to have those explosive plays and explosive players. And when you have the opportunity to show it, you got to be able to prove it, right? So with Montcom trying to run the ball and consistently running the ball, it's going to be hard to stop for Strathroy. When you get on that trail, it's almost like the field starts to shift, right?
So it's 1st and 10 for the Cougars at the 15. First play of the second quarter. Cougars in their yellow jerseys, blue pants. Saints in all blue, gold numbers, and blue helmets.
All right, Mr. Haggerty, what's the play call here? What are you calling here?
Well, we have been running the ball really well outside. I think being able to maybe catch them off guard with a split zone or trying to get something inside to because they've been able to widen out their players might be helpful as they're motioning people in.
Quarterback keeper over the left-hand side.
So,
Helmet soft, so unfortunately there's going to be a gentleman leaving the play. Short gain on the play. Going to call it no gain. Should bring up second down here.
Yeah, interesting play call, right? They had the motion like that split zone that you were talking about. Quarterback just decides to keep. I think even if they hand the ball off right there's a really good cutback lane following those two pullers there, the two men motioning.
Well, it's interesting to see that Dixon's not in the game at this point, so he's kind of being their bell cow. And
I think
Dixon
he
is
just
actually
checked
back
back
in.
Yeah.
So second down and 11 after the short loss.
I wouldn't be surprised if they went back to Dixon here.
Yeah.
I think everybody knows that. Dixon, the ball carrier, takes it to the left-hand side, and the Saints saw it coming. Throws him down for no gain, maybe a loss of a couple on that. That's going to bring it up an important third down at about the 18-yard line.
I love the play. I love the handoff and the subsequent boot from the quarterback there. It gives a little Aaron Rodgers vibes a little bit, hanging out the arm there for everyone to see.
If you're going to start keying on the run like that on the front side, you better be sure that your backside is sound.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how the defensive ends play that, whether they're going to stay in that, shuffle technique and play it honest or just try to fly down the line of scrimmage and get a tackle in the backfield.
One thing Glendale was actually really good at, they had a really mobile quarterback, and we had to run shuffle and tear depending on field side and strong side against them. Having Thurston, one of a Western alumni, D lineman, help us out with that. But he gashed us for a couple good runs, so it'll be someone to keep an eye on throughout the season.
For sure, and especially out at those county schools, right? You really don't know until you play them on what they have, right?
So bobbled snap, quarterback takes it over to the left-hand side. He's going to be short of the yards to gain. Turn it over on downs, and it's Saints.
Yeah, especially because it's not like you have a ton of film on them either, or their teams could change so much year to year that, one kid comes in, he's a grade 11, great athlete, right? Something that you might not have prepared for.
We thank you very much for joining us here in Strathroy from London Football TV. A little Friday Night Light action between the Montcom Cougars and the Strathroy Saints. I am the coach, Ron Forwarda, producer slash cameraman slash kind of everything, Adam Melrose, Dylan Sherville, and we're joined by Liam Haggerty, running back of the Saunders Sabres. So what's it like to be on this side of the game?
A little different. A
little bit different.
A lot more wires and things articulating around.
It's everyone's always surprised when they get behind here. The first couple times it's like, yeah, it's not as easy as you think it is. Good outside zone play by number 7 there by the Saints, taking it over, gain of about 4 on that. Second down and 6 yards for Strathroy. Breaking the huddle, ball's at the 11-yard line, and a whistle. Injured player for the Cougars. So this is something that
they had some cool plays called. They had some cool plays play calls on offense that were able to really put a fork in kind of a new team and
and it's also that nobody really knows what you've got from last year.
Yeah,
watch all the film from last year you want.
Yep.
New personnel are in there. It may be the same variation of it, but it's going to look very, very different with new people. High snap, handoff by the Saints, taking it over the right-hand side. Is that number 27 again? That's number 33 this time. The two-back, I believe it was, coming over to make the tackle. Stopped him short. Third down and about 3. Decision time here for the Strathroy Saints.
I think you trust your guys. You'd love to be able to run the ball
inside
here,
your 20.
Second quarter, too, only down 7.
Yeah, hey, I'm a very risky guy. It looks like they are set up to punt here, though.
No, it looks like they're going. Okay, punt formation. So number 8 is the quarterback.
Quarterback as the punter is always dangerous.
Yes.
Couple gunners back there. Kick is away. It is a kick right towards the sidelines here. Got to give the 5 yards. Good job giving that up. Number 23 is the ball carrier. That was a guy that made the play earlier today for Montcom. Number 23. Don't have a 23. He's on this one over here.
That was something East Elgin ran actually surprisingly well. They got us on 2 fake punts where they had
really?
Yeah, their running back who was able to. He's their kicker.
Is that Duick?
Number 8.
Yeah, I think that's Kyle Duick.
I'm not even sure if the first one was designed. He just caught it low and then decided to take off, and it ended up working well for him. So they tried it again, were able to get it, and then were able to snuff it out later. But
East Elgin with a big win this week too.
Yes.
So you're starting to see roll out. So they've tried that a couple times. He's just a little bit low on the
throw from short to first.
Yep.
Right? The routines that are really tough. I also think it's a little bit difficult. You have him rolling to his left, throwing with his right.
That's such a tough throw.
To do, especially when you kind of get that ball over top. Allow him to get into his hands and turn upfield and go.
Like I was saying, sometimes the toughest throw is the one that's you're just trying to lay that ball up. I always told my quarterbacks, don't baby the ball. Throw it.
Yeah.
3 yards, 5 yards, 20 yards. Throw the ball. Throw the pass.
Oh, similar to the one they had going in the first quarter, trying to get the first down over there. Yeah.
Fake to Dixon, and we talked about that. He's got a guy wide open. Complete to number 13. Number 13. Touchdowns. Montcom Cougars.
That's Caleb Cormandy with the catch and run for the touchdown. As I mentioned earlier, you got to be aware of that boot, right? They ran that action.
We literally just talked about it. Man, your backside better be strong on that.
Yep. He did have pressure. There was
great,
pressure in his face.
Good job staying home there, but you let your leaker get out, and nobody picked him up. And now the Saints are in a bigger hole. 6:36 left as the Cougars line up for an extra point to go up 14-0.
Yeah, up front they had great pressure and were able to stay honest there, but the DB had his eyes in the backfield and kind of was drifting inside.
It's so tough to teach. You're thinking, I got him, my abilities in there. Coach Stenning always used to say, you never take it personally. Never take it personally. Do your job. Yeah. And, one of the smart things, extra point is good. So the Saints are down 14-0 to Montcalm. It's been a very, very entertaining game. both teams have got a lot of explosive plays.
Dad's in the chat.
Dad's in the chat. Uh-oh.
He certainly is.
Sorry, we had it covered up for a little bit there.
Together back in the day. He actually, Melrose put an LMFA flyer on my dad's desk as he had been talking about me playing football at recess and stuff, and then it's kind of skyrocketed the whole journey.
I think the words I'm looking for are "you're welcome."
See, we used to have a rule in London Minor that you couldn't go recruiting players. You could always try to.
Even, but, grandmas and aunts and uncles always have their own.
Is that how you played in different spots?
Hey, I only play for two teams. Very, very thankful for both. It was funny because Clark Road used to be called the Junior Mustangs, believe it or not.
Clark Road was used to call.
Believe it or not.
Clark Road was used to called the Junior Mustangs a long, long time ago. Then they were called the Junior Mustangs a long, long time ago. Then they were called the Rampage.
And that's a historian, Coach Ron.
Former president of the league. I should know a couple things about it. Good kick. Picked up on the fly. Good return here.
Oh, that's.
He's got a really good return. Flag down.
I saw that one
Yeah, that
coming.
was. We saw it happen in real time, and we're just waiting for the flag to come out of the
That was a
pocket there.
mean hit.
That was aggressive.
Number 30 with the return for the Saints.
And as you mentioned there, Coach, catch the ball in the air. It gives you an extra,
Yep. Sheldon
doesn't
Print.
cost you
Hey,
15 yards.
Sheldon Print, the returner for the Saints. I will say that every time the ball hits the ground, it's going to cost you 15 yards. Unfortunately, the block, the pedestrian, the 15 yards anyway.
Unfortunate, but
I
gotta keep players safe.
Yep, absolutely, and it's a great rule for that reason.
I wonder how many highlight tapes you would look at now from, let's say, 10, 15 years ago.
Oh, dude,
of those blocks. Just
you
one
want
after
you want
another
some,
after
you want
another
some
after
fun.
another.
Look at some of the NFL kickoff shows from the and how they used
What they
to
advertised.
Yeah, like a guy stepping on the player's back in the blatant horse collar and the helmet's being ripped off. And we used to think that's a good play, and it really wasn't.
Short pass incompleted there. Great play design. Just unfortunately couldn't bring it in.
Strathroy 2nd and 10. Ball is at the 25-yard line.
All right, you're the DC here, Mr. Haggerty. What are we looking at here? What are we looking to call?
Back to pass.
He's
He's got a
sound
man
good.
in the flats. Complete to number 2 over here for the Saints. Good block on the edge. He's got enough for a first down after the gain of about 15. Good catch and run there by number 2. That's Kyle Fleming again.
Honestly, I think I would have drawn it up just like they did. Apart from the
Would you have?
the linebackers, not
You wouldn't have handed the ball off to your running back?
No.
You being a running back on that situation?
They did well there. I think going into often what we do, and we have a really good pass rush in secondary. So what we'll often do is we'll take me at linebacker and we'll drop me back into a 2 high shell and be able to play from top down on things like 2nd and long. But honestly, with the running game being so well on both
Keep
teams.
giving away all your secrets of what
right.
you're doing.
I don't know if they'll be able to do anything about it.
Well, challenge is being set out there. Inside handoff. He's throwing down for a loss of about 2. 2nd down and 12 for the Saints. 4:50 left to go in the first half. Montcom leads 14-0.
I've been very impressed with Montcalm so far.
Yes.
I'm impressed with both teams. There's
Truthfully,
athletes
yes.
on both these teams.
Yes.
Motion to trips to the boundary, 1 to the field, 2 running backs in. Back to pass, taking a shot downfield. Falls incomplete. Good coverage by number 2 for Montcalm.
That's Matthew Barnard, I believe that's how you pronounce the last name there. Honestly, he's been real impressive all game so far, playing the corner spot, the boundary corner.
Noah White, the intended receiver for the Saints. Yeah, it's good defense. They've given up some runs, but I think there's a couple of really good athletes at running back in this game.
Absolutely. It's been the showcase so far of the running backs, that's for sure.
23-13 are back to receive this punt. Snap is away. The good high kick this time.
Getting underneath it.
Field of that number 13 in the run, on stride. Makes the first man miss. Bounces off the second man. takes the ball to about the 51-yard line of Montcom. So again, Montcom's had great field position all game long.
And they've taken advantage of it too, right? They're not necessarily. I don't believe they've had a single 2-and-out drive. So they're always able to get 1 or 2 first downs and then have to make that decision.
Yeah, they
right?
turned it over twice on downs.
But it was also deep in opponent territory.
Yes,
there,
both
right?
times.
So,
Yep.
yeah. Which I'm the gunslinging coach. I'll go for it on 4th and 3rd down. To me, you got 3 downs to make 10 yards. You might as well use all 3.
How many yards do you need to get a first down then?
10?
I know that. You need 4. 4 yards, 4 yards, 4 yards.
Oh,
first
per
down.
play.
4 yards
per
in a cloud of dust will get it done.
Yep. Dixon, the ball carrier over the left-hand side, stacked up after a gain of about 3, we're going to call it, to the 54-yard line. Oh, he fumbled the ball. Saints came away with it. First down for the Saints on the Dixon fumble.
I guess I caster cursed them a little bit. They haven't had any 2-and-outs, and there we go. Turnover, and now Strathroy has the ball and the momentum.
Well, yeah, you've got to capitalize on this momentum now. Remember, Montcom did receive the opening kickoff, so Strathroy will get the ball to start the second half.
And a lot of teams talk about winning the middle 8, right? The 4 minutes before halftime and the 4 minutes after halftime, right?
If you can do that double up, where you can get a score and a score,
a lot of cushion.
Montcom looking like they have too many men.
Yep, Montcom called the timeout. So
appreciate the athleticism from number 16, running the 100-meter off the field here.
Smart recognition of it, and again, using those timeouts smartly on defense. You want to make sure that you've got your personnel right.
Absolutely, because again, if you have the wrong personnel, they take advantage of it for a long gain, set themselves up for a score. Not ideal. Good call for the timeout.
Again, both these teams got a couple guys going both ways as well, so it's that war of attrition for some of your players, making sure that you get them in the right spots and you get them, the proper rest that they need. Again,
as a guy who played on both sides of the ball, definitely always appreciated the.
I sat on the bench a lot myself.
Timeouts there. Definitely always appreciated the extra water.
But as a kicker, we tended to do that a lot.
But kickers are people too, Coach.
Absolutely. Absolutely, 100%. I couldn't agree more. 1st and 10 for the Saints. Pistol snap. Handoff to number 2 this time. Taking it over the right side. Good stick in there.
Huge hit.
Number 44 for Montcalm with a big hit.
I'm really interested in why they've decided to go to that kind of shotgun split look where they have backs on either side of the quarterback there. Maybe it's to gather some momentum, maybe either back and grab the ball and run, but it's definitely interesting. It's something you don't see often a lot in Tier 1 or Tier 2 high school football. So it's, it's good to see.
Holland the tackler.
A little bit of innovation here.
Well, I like it. It's a true 22 look.
I don't think I've run into something like that through all of my high school, actually.
Oh,
well, maybe often, like odd time in Mustangs, but.
Pass falls incomplete. Intended for number 3 for the Saints. It's going to bring up a 3rd down here for Strathroy.
That's number 23 for the Cougars there. Kyson Miller on the coverage again. He's had himself one heck of a first half. All right, 3rd and 10, right?
3rd and 10.
End of the first half, you think? I think would love to go for it here, but you obviously have limited options. So probably just punt the ball away here. Maybe even keep someone onside. Since the punts are kind of been rather short from Strathroy so far. But it looks like they'll just have the 2 up backs and gunners.
3-minute warning was just blowing in. Snap is away. Good high kick. It's going to be fielded. Checks up by number 23. This kid's got good speed.
Yeah, there's some great athleticism in this game so far. Honestly, very, very nice to see. And then again, that's number 23, Kyson Miller, having a big impact on the game.
Yep. His second big return of the day. Takes the ball beyond the 40-yard line to about the 43. Little flax by Mr. Miller.
You love to see it. You love to see the
kids can get a little bit of exposure and everything else.
Sure.
Yeah, the clip up what we say, throw it on a highlight tape, comes from a third-party source.
Yep. We are not paid for this, just for the record. We do this on our own, because we love football. Again, we thank everybody for allowing us to come to these games and produce them. producer Adam Melrose, cameraman Adam Melrose, part-time commentator Adam Melrose. A lot of heavy lifting. Inside handoff to Dixon. Makes a couple guys miss. Good tough run straight ahead. Gain of about 10.
All right, so Mr. Haggerty, being a 5-year TVRA football vet here, what's the if you had to talk to an incoming kid who's in grade 9 right now, or a kid who's in grade 8 right now, and tell him the benefits and reasons of playing high school football, what would you tell him?
Honestly, purely from a mental standpoint is where I want to start, because just the amount of grit and the amount of life skills that you're able to learn to be able to just push through things, because football is hard, and that's the amazing thing about it. Just running at full speed at someone else and taking a hit across the chin is really not something most folks want to do. But if you're able to get through that mental barrier, to push yourself to get past that, just all the amazing things that it can set you up to be, not even just a better football player, but a better man and a better person in society come later in life. Just being able to play out here with all your buddies and just build friendships that do last a lifetime. I've heard lots of people say that you don't really hang on to friendships in high school, and it's more college and later down in life. But one thing I do really notice is when it comes to football, those friendships last way longer and they're way more tight-knit, because you're doing something that is a collective goal and it's difficult to do, and you're doing it with your buddies. So I just find that being able to have that opportunity to do that is just such an amazing thing. So just being able to thank the league, all the referees, all like you guys, everyone able to come help out and just build football up. And
I got one for you after the next play.
But yeah, it's just a pure blessing that I was able to play it, and I feel like I wouldn't be have the character I do if it wasn't for football.
Yeah, quarterback sneaks straight ahead. Smart heads up play there. Needed one, got about 5 on that. So here's a question for you, Mr. Prospective university player down the road and everything else. Talk about the balance between school and sports and the importance of keeping your grades up.
That's definitely something that can easily be lost, and a lot of players will just spend all their time in the gym, spend all their time playing football and doing all this, and then they get good at football and they don't really focus on the academics. And that's really, if it's 50-50. If you're a good football player, you can go to university, but if you don't have the grades, you're not able to go to university to do that. So really just being able to have a work-life balance, because football is something that's, after you get past that mental part where I said it was hard, becomes something that's really fun. And if you don't do the boring things like study for your math test and just focus all on football and other things and spending time with friends, then you won't really get to reap the benefit of what football is. You can't really implement that into your life if you haven't put time into school.
It doesn't matter how many weights you lift. If you get a 40 in math, you're not going.
I definitely know, I won't name any names, but a couple players from my high school and other high schools who have great talent and just not even on a smart or IQ level, just the drive that they do on the football field to put that in the classroom as well. And that's something that really needs emphasis.
So there we saw that Jets completed it there. Quarterback takes it out to the left-hand side. Got about 8 of the yards back. We're going to have a 3rd down and about 4 here. 49 seconds left to go in the half. Cougars have really had a lot of success on the ground today. Are we going to see an Owen Dixon run here, or are we going to see a quarterback keep, maybe a pass?
Lead here with number 6. Some sort of action motion or some sort of action getting the defense to flow one way and go another.
Got a Hank call, and somebody crossed.
Oh, that's the worst.
Unfortunately,
that's extra burpees on Monday there for you.
Yeah. So Hank call is what we call where you're trying to draw them offside intentionally. So offside called against the Saints. 5-yard penalty, and it is enough for a 1st down. So move the sticks, and the clock doesn't run until it's snapped now. So that's important to know. Both teams, I think, with 1 timeout left. 49 seconds left to go. Ball's at about the 35-yard line. Cougars break the huddle. They've been in that double tight end look all game.
The hill behind us might be a good opportunity instead of burpees, too.
For sure.
Absolutely, it would be. Dixon takes the ball over the right-hand side, drops a little
Barely
truck
through
stick on him.
contact.
Great tackle there by number 10 for the Saints. Does a really good job of wrapping up. It's Lucas Rodriguez.
Unstoppable force versus immovable object, right?
It's a great job of wrapping up.
Sure.
Great job.
Dixon, the ball carrier, with a gain of about 5 on that. Clock is blowing in. 35 seconds left to go.
One of the other things, other than the big boys up front, I've noticed my receivers are really inclined to block for me. And right there, that play was about one. Give credit to those guys for blocks up there, too.
Brings a tear to my glass eye on that one. Hey, look, anytime I had receivers, anytime, the first thing I tell them, look, I'm going to do some simple math for you. Offensive plays in the game. We're going to do what? 50 plays? Keep it easy. 50 offensive plays. What's our run-pass balance going to be like? Say 50-50?
To make it easy, yeah, 50-50,
Okay.
yeah.
25 passes, 25 runs. How many receivers on the field? 5.
4 to 5, depending
We'll say
on
5.
yeah.
Okay? So, if everything is balanced, you're going to get the ball 5 times in the game.
Yep.
What are you going to do the other 45 plays to stay on the field?
Exactly. You're going to have to be able to block for your teammates and run your routes and in the correct way to allow your other guys to get open. And concepts will have certain receivers either do a little pick or to bring defenders into certain areas to get your guys open. Football, no matter where you look at it, it's all about selfless play and having your teammates and playing for them.
2nd down and 5 for the Cougars. Play action pass, taking a shot downfield, complete to number 89.
Lost the ball.
No, they're marking it
Incomplete.
incomplete. Stay, go back. So it's incomplete pass. We're going to have a 3rd down and 5 here for the Cougars.
Now the problem is where are the sticks going to be? Because the sticks moved.
You're at about the
After.
35-yard line, and it was about a 3rd and 5. So I think that's where we're going to go back to here.
That was a great job by the safety coming over to jar that ball out. The DB was in a bad position, being behind, wasn't able to really get his arms around to play the ball. So that was a great job by the safety to help him out there.
3rd down and 5 here for the Cougars. I like and that's that play action that we were talking about. You can establish your run, get that pop pass over the top. You got a shot.
It'll be interesting to see if they want to take advantage of any of the height matchups that they have on their receivers here. Like number 13,
Especially on the boundary side, yes.
Exactly right.
Yeah.
Like number 13 has that height advantage versus 17 here for the Saints, especially with that play action that they really love doing early on.
Back to pass, rolling out to the left. Penalty flag in the backfield. I think we're going to have a holding call or a tackling call.
68 and 72 ended up on the ground together. So
well,
yeah.
51's kind of like he's slow playing this. He knew it.
It's brotherly love there.
So the pass, did it not?
It did, but they're
Were you
deciding
going
to
to decline?
You can decline this.
But they're taking it.
Yeah.
I would have declined it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just they still have an opportunity to score here. That's
Yeah.
They're saying it was a catch.
Okay.
So it wasn't.
Oh, okay.
That's why you take the penalty.
There we go.
See, Haggerty, you're distracting me with your good looks and your charm on this. Future plans, university, college?
I actually have a visit with Windsor tomorrow, a game day visit. I'm going to watch them play Waterloo. I think it's at 7 p.m.
Very nice.
That'll be a good game.
It will be.
Say hi to Coach Cercellis for me.
I will.
My-
And then obviously being in Western's backyard, always talking to them and being able to go on visits all the time.
Pass intended to Dixon falls incomplete just as the buzzer goes. And that's the end of the first half. Montcom leads 14-0 over the Strathroy Saints. We're going to take a little break here at halftime. Dylan Sherville, Liam Haggerty, producer/cameraman Adam. And again, I'm the coach, Ron Forwerda. We'll be back in a few minutes with second half action. And welcome back to second half action here in Strathroy between the Montcom Cougars and the Strathroy Saints. I am the coach, Ron Fawerda, joined by Dylan Sherville and producer / cameraman Adam Melrose. Guys, thoughts on the first half of the game?
Honestly, genuinely surprised at how effective both teams were at passing the ball, as well as how Montcalm was able to sequence their plays together while, running their inside zone, their jet sweep, boot action off of that, while still committing to the two tight end offense was very nice to see. Now, Strathroy has some athletes. He has some game-breaking kids, so it'll be interesting to see how quickly they can get them the ball and how big of a difference that they can make.
Adam, thoughts from your point of view, being like 5 feet taller
Being
than
5
us?
feet above, yeah. I mean, I was here for the junior game, which was just wild. And I thought this is both benches way more composed. There's been a well put together game, and I think junior it's always tough. You get first time players, but yeah, absolutely a great game so far. And hey, I picked Montcom in the picks this week, so I'm happy they're doing well right now.
Montcom kicks the ball away. Drops about the 35-yard line, bounces around, picked up by the Saints. Reverses field, good coverage downfield. Number 23 again. Hey, we've called his name a number of times. Montcalm's number 23. He's had himself a whale of a game.
That's Kyson Miller, and yes, he has had one heck of a game. Playing corner, half, running down on special teams. This is one really talented kid.
So Saints will have the ball about the 25-yard line, I believe.
I always love watching defensive coordinators and their signals.
To see how many of them are similar?
Not even similar, but you can see some pretty outlandish stuff when you get some creative guys at the DC spot.
Thanks. Have a good one.
Safe drive.
Thanks, Hags.
Under center, 2x2 look. Little sweep action coming the other way. Gain of about 12 on that play. Trying to pick up the number.
I believe
Is
that
that
was
number 7? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he was lined up in the backfield earlier tonight. That is Parker Baycroft with the carry. He's got a lot of speed, this kid.
Yeah, he definitely has some wheels, that's for sure. But again, getting your playmakers the ball in different and unconventional ways, right? They kind of did that little orbit motion to have him on a jet sweep and give him the ball. It's good to
Jet
see.
is in front, a rocket is behind. Get the terminology right.
Come on.
I live by that stuff. 2nd down and 1 after it was a gain of 9 on that. Strathroy back to pass, dumps it off here in the flats to number 7. Again, number 23, our man Miller, comes over to clean it up. Not before he gains a first down after the gain of about 7.
Yeah, number 7 with carrying the ball there. He actually got a really good block from number 4. I believe that is Julian Howard. Got a good block on the DB there. But again, number 23 from Montcom, able to just come from all the way across the field to make that play. Very impressive.
So, 2x2, 2 running backs in, pistol formation. Takes the handoff, complete to number 4. Gain of about 6 right in front of us here.
And that's Howard with the reception, just calling out his name from the previous play. They're rewarding him for the good blocking.
So I like the little play action on that. You flash that inside run, get a little misdirection, come back with something else. Good play mixture coming up here for the Saints to start the second half. 2nd down and 5. Strathroy in that 2x2 set. Inside handoff to number 2. Again, great acceleration by these running backs hitting the holes here. And a gain of about another 8 and enough to move the sticks.
And if you notice, the tempo is also increasing for Strathroy as well.
Yeah.
They're getting in and out of the huddle quickly, getting on the ball fast. I believe that's a first down on the markers there as we got it. Yep, perfect.
Ball's at the 52-yard line here of Montcom. Seems like they're playing with a little bit more confidence.
Absolutely. They understood what they can do for the adjustments at halftime, right? Get the ball to their playmakers and make some plays as number 7 takes a carry. But again, shut down by number 23,
Miller.
Kyson Miller, again with the tackle. He has been so impressive today.
Gain of 5 on that, and again, that was showing that trips motion. He's This kid's not the biggest kid in the world, but he's got a great motor. He tackles really, really well. You can tell the teams that work on their tackling during the year and the teams that don't. Montcom works on their tackling. This kid takes it to heart. Under center, motioning over to trips to the field. One to the boundary, 2 running backs in. Under center, quarterback booting out to the right. Dumps it off. Intended for number 1. It was Curtis Hudson. Ball falls incomplete. Again, great play. You had that third guy doing that long mesh coming over, and he had him wide open, but not able to complete it. 3rd down and 5 here for the Saints.
Yeah, and especially when you got to look the ball in, right? Got to catch the ball before you go upfield. That's always the adage that all the receiver coaches talk about. Secure the ball first.
2x2, back to pass. Dumps it. This time he's complete to number 1. And a late hit on the quarterback. So 15 yards is going to be added to the end of this run, and Saints are marching down the field here.
And this is the kind of drive you needed to have if you were Strathroy to open up the second half, is getting yourself some momentum, look to see if your halftime adjustments are starting to work out, and see what your playmakers can do with the ball in space and give them a different opportunity and different ways to get into that space.
So the ball is going to be placed about the 25-yard line here.
This was always the worst part about being an offensive lineman. We just broke the huddle. You expect the ball to be like 5-10 yards away. And you got to do that good old lineman shuffle all the way 15, 25 yards away.
It's going to be placed we're going to call it about the 20. 1st and 10 for the Saints. Deepest penetration of the field of the game so far.
Yeah, we've seen another unorthodox. Oh, no, they just have the split backfield.
3-by-1, handoff to number 2. He's got the edge this time. He's got a chance. Not sure if he got there. Touchdown! Saints are on the board. Number 2 with the ball carrier. You have that trips over to the wide side. And here you go. That split action. 1 lead blocker. Really good job accelerating out. Our man Miller's there. Makes a tackle, but can't quite get there in time. And the Saints get back in this game.
And that's Kyler Fleming with the run there, but also the block from Howard forcing the corner all the way back into the defensive secondary was huge.
And
as we see the extra point get blocked here.
By our man, number 10, Dixon, Owen Dixon with the block.
Yeah, if I had to pick 2 kind of players of the game, 1 for each team, I mean, it'd be hard-pressed between Miller and number 10 there.
Dixon.
And then, Bycraft has had himself a game. Kyler Fleming's had himself a game. The quarterback has even been doing a good job. Number 8, that's Jonathan Kent. There's a lot of really good talent on the field here.
I got that touchdown for you guys one more time as well, too.
There you go. Yeah, that's...
I love the end zone. I love the parents in the end zone. That's the best part.
And the players basically on the field.
Yeah, right? You love to see it.
I told Shane Rodriguez, the head white hat referee, that I took a picture of both these sidelines because I got a flag last year at Medway for having my kids 7 yards from the sideline, and we're allowed to be on them at Strathroy. It's a different rule here.
Yes.
Once you get out of the city.
Brightlight's big city. The rules get to change a little bit.
It's got nothing to do with the where. It's the who.
Yeah, there you go.
Also very accurate.
Yeah. Just wearing a Lucas shirt doesn't get you anywhere.
Oh, it'll get you something, all right.
Yeah.
It'll get you a 15-yarder. What are you refereeing your game again?
I'm not telling you that.
Saints kick the ball off. Good kick. Drops about the 25-yard line. Rolls around. Picked up by Montcom. Number 13, I believe, is the ball carrier. Reverses his field. Takes it beyond the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Nice return by number 13 for the Cougars.
Yeah, sets them up with some solid field position. I believe that they're starting anywhere between around their own 30. You can always be happy when it's beyond your own 25.
Well, anytime that you get on plus, like basically that 30-yard line's that magic number that you want to get to for your offense.
Oh, Sheriff, did you get the score?
I just got it now.
Thank you, sir.
I literally just clicked it. Nice.
Come on, man. You had 2 jobs.
I
Right?
had 2 jobs. 2 jobs.
I'm up here.
See, this is why we really miss producer Stephanie.
This is true, but producer Stephanie didn't come to Strathroy tonight.
I don't blame her. Dixon, the ball carrier, makes a couple men miss. Owen Dixon's having himself a great game.
He makes so many people miss. The fact that an offensive lineman just blows his block, you have an offensive lineman looking at you as you're carrying the ball. As a running back, that's got to be a little bit scary. But Owen Dixon is able to make himself shifty enough to break a few tackles and still get himself, what's that, a 9-yard gain?
Yeah, they're going to give him the first down. They're going to give him the 10 yards on that. So first down for the Cougars. Injury timeout here. Again, we thank you very much for joining us here on London Football TV. I'm the coach, Ron Forwarder, joined by Dylan Sherville, producer / cameraman Adam Melrose here. Liam Haggerty, who joined us in the first half. Really great to have, a player's point of view on type of things.
Yeah, and definitely, to echo Ron, we really appreciate you guys tuning in. If you missed it, we had the CCH Oak Ridge game earlier today.
Yeah.
We covered the Parkside Laurier last night and the South Lucas game as well, too. And we had Coach Caranci on one of them, Coach Joe Harris on a handful of them, and solo mission for me at Parkside last night, and just trying to bring you as much football as we can while the weather's nice. That's always the challenge.
And hey, looking at the forecast for the next week at least, 20 degrees is the average. Going into the first week of October, you can't ask for better weather.
Yeah,
No,
I'll
it's
take it.
beautiful.
Well, and I know we were talking earlier about it's great seeing the boys play on dirt or on grass, but today was the first real muddy day. And especially the Oak Ridge boys, some of them you could tell who were really putting the work in today because those white jerseys weren't so white anymore.
Yeah,
you know?
you can't bleach them either because then you ruin them. So,
Yeah.
looking at the YouTube chat here from the stream, they're requesting us to come to Clark Road for Saunders Wednesday, October 1st.
You got a night game.
Oh, okay.
You got a
Yeah,
night game.
we've had a few requests. We've had the Clark Road request. We've had a request to go do CCH next Friday night.
Of course.
And I don't know. I mean, we've done one from CCH before up on the third floor as an end zone cut stream before, which was different. Otherwise, we'd have to go on the parking garage.
Yeah, we did that with the urban legend there, Johnny Urban.
Johnny U.
Yeah.
At the same time, I mean, maybe CCH can pony up some money for a skyjack. That would make life real simple. If you're listening, Karowski, here we go.
It is the anniversary game. The one that I want to go to is the St. Joe's game. 13's the ball carrier on the jet sweep. Makes the first man miss. Off to the races. Makes another man miss. Keep driving. Great run by number 13 by the Cougars on that, kind of jet pass, Here you go. It's just technically that is a pass because it was thrown forward. I hate that. It's a run.
Let's call it a high probability pass there.
Yeah. So gain of about 30 on the run there. I'm not going to call it a pass.
Question in the chat: any Banting games? I believe that there was Banting games previously. Not sure if there's any scheduled to go so far this year.
I think I've got one penciled in for week 4. So we can climb up on that tin can next to the field and just pray that we don't fall through it, Shervs.
Hey, wouldn't be the worst thing in the world.
Dixon back in the game, takes the ball over the left-hand side, reverses the field. Owen Dixon's having himself a great game, juking, making a couple guys miss. Gain of about 7 on that.
Yeah, he's so agile. He's able to make blockers.
Nope, they're going to give him 10.
Now, mind you, we're tackling a little bit high on the running back here. Putting my coach hat on, you want to tackle through the hip to the knee. These high, shoulder grabbing tackles aren't going to take down a back like Dixon, right? He's really, really strong, really, really agile. You got to square up to him.
Riley Howard Tucker did a good job of really kicking out that block on that one, giving Dixon the lane there.
Yeah, and given the build, you're not really, expecting him to see him in the slot. It's traditionally more of an H, but he's been able to make an impact here.
Montcom, that 2x2 look. Faked it to Dixon. Quarterback takes it over the left-hand side. Wrapped up out of bounds. Big run by the quarterback. Number 1.
Number 1 on the Shannon McGrath there.
Really good job of just understanding, getting out there. And again, gain of 11, first down. Chunk plays. You're moving the sticks. It's all you can ask for. good answer for the Cougars after the Saints marched down the field and got back into this game. 14-6 for the Cougars. 4:40 left in the third quarter. 2 to the boundary, 1 to the field. Double tight end set. Handoff to Dixon straight ahead. Gain of about 4 or 5. Actually, looking at the sticks, it's going to be a gain of about 6 on that.
And when it ain't broke, don't try to fix it, right?
Nope.
Your running game has been your bread and butter all day. It's allowed you to set the tone, allow your big fellas up front, especially that interior 3, to really make a difference.
So second down, we're going to call it 4 here for Montcalm. Cougars break the huddle. Double tight look. Dixon, the lone running back. Fullback offset to the right. 1 receiver on either side. Handoff to Dixon, running to the right. Met this time by the Saints. Kept Dixon for a short gain on the play.
Third down and about what looks to be 3-ish.
Yep, third down and 3. If I'm Montcom, I think I'm going for it here.
Oh, 100%. They've already... Oh.
Well, being this close to the bench, we understand what their decision is. Field goal attempt is coming on here. So, 2 come in. You got way too many guys coming out. Need one more, coach.
Whoa.
There you go.
There we go.
Nope.
Whoa.
One
Hold up.
of you stay.
Now
No,
they got too
no.
many.
Call timeout.
Now
Call
they got too many.
timeout.
Call timeout.
There.
There we go.
So, timeout offense. I love that. It's a fire drill going on for the field goal attempt. You can tell the things that you work on a lot of and the things that you need to work on still.
Yeah. Just a communal call timeout. Call timeout.
Yep.
Yeah. Put a couple check boxes there for Monday.
Yep.
Yep. Let's make sure we got the right amount of guys on the PAT field goal attempt.
Well, not counting the water personnel.
I think they got 11.
I think we're still short because 2 in, 2 out. 6-5 just came out. That makes 3 out.
Oh, boy.
No, you got 12.
My eyes aren't good enough to count all that.
Ronnie, despite cataracts and the haze, he's still got it.
No. I don't have cataracts. Not yet.
Just got
Well, and we got another player down.
So, 14-6, 3:07. This would be big points because that gets it back up to that 2-score lead again.
Yeah, absolutely. And the clock rolling pretty quick here in the third quarter.
Yeah.
Obviously, a couple of injuries right now, but everything kind of rolling along nicely. Still, good body language from both benches right now.
Yeah, the game's still very close, right? It's still anyone's game. It's still tight.
Well, this won't be a 35-pluser here, Ron, but
No, so you don't get the graphics.
a field goal
Sorry,
coming your way. I was going to have to teach Shervs how to do it, but we're too close for the Ron kickers or people too. Graphic of the night.
They absolutely are, but this is a left-footed kicker, so it doesn't count.
Yeah, I forgot
It's a
I
unicorn.
forgot that was one of the rules.
So about a 22-yard field goal attempt. Kick is good.
It's good.
That would have been good from another 10. So that he's got enough of a leg.
Yeah.
Mr. Sherville, can you do us the pleasure of adding
oops.
3?
Yep, you got it. There we go.
Well, and maybe if he's still here as we head into the fourth quarter, we'll bring Mike Stenning into the chat at some point.
He's ignoring us.
He's in the circle, man.
Yep.
If you're in the halo, you're getting brought in at some point.
Yep. Exactly. So the Saints are going to take the ball at the 35-yard line after the field goal attempt.
So
17 to Should be 17-6.
Right. I was just getting confused here by the local score clock, but
Hey, we're under control here.
we got Sherville on the case,
That's
so
right.
we're good.
That's right.
We're good.
Super sleuth Sherville here,
Oh, I like that.
right?
I like that.
Right?
Custom shirts. Let's go.
Yeah. Get the presses rolling here.
Well, and once again, we only ever ask this once per half here. If you're, we get a lot of viewers here on London Football TV that are brand new, so covering a lot of high school ball this season. So if you don't want to miss any, hit that subscribe button, ring that bell, as we get right back to the action, gentlemen.
Great rewatchable content, that's for sure.
2x2 for the Saints. 2 running backs in pistol formation. Back to pass. Quick little dump off. Makes the first man miss. I believe it's number 2 is the with the reception. Gain of about 9 on that. Maybe about 8. We're going to call it 8. Second down and 2 for the Saints there.
Yeah, big tall receiver there, number 2.
Well, he was lined up in the backfield at a couple times too. So, you know, they're trying to get their athletes into a little bit of space. Saints break the huddle.
Got a
2x2.
banged up Cougar here.
Inside handoff.
hit.
Got the first down. Number 8, the ball carrier for the Saints.
Never had this happen in my life.
Jonathan Cant, the quarterback, kept it there. Being field level is great sometimes, isn't it?
This is
What-
awesome.
Yeah, I thought about putting us over on the fan side,
no,
but like
no,
for the
no.
junior game, this hill behind us was full.
Yeah,
So I was like, no, we're getting in the mix,
yeah. I'd rather hear what goes on between the benches.
100%.
And welcome back. Just a little technical difficulties. Hey, it happens when you do these on the fly.
There we go. We're back, boys.
It's like the phoenix from the ashes.
We have
rise
risen.
once again.
Just in time. It was a good little run there.
Yeah, and honestly, we love the block here. There's a nice pancake block here, I believe, by the guard. Oh no, maybe we just fell over. It looked cool at the end of the play.
I thought he got a lot more on that, but again, good coverage downfield by Montcom. Recognizes that his first read is covered, his second read is covered. Tucks and runs, and off you go.
Well, it's looking like 53 coming off under his own power. A little skip in his jump here. So
Shout out to Everett, who is the Montcom super fan, we're going to call him. Talking back and forth in our little group chat.
what's Captain Everett saying right now?
He likes Dixon. He thinks he's having a great game.
Yep, he's a big fan.
Owen Dixon, you can shout out to Everett later on.
I told Everett when he decided not to, he was busy this evening. I said, buddy, like they
Busy.
they have a shrine set up with a picture of you over here. Like you're their guy. But that wasn't enough. I'm sure, family, children got in the way and such.
Out of town scoreboard. Jays up 4-2, top of the ninth.
Ooh.
Saints back to pass. Good pass protection this time. Taking a shot downfield. Completion. Number 30, I believe it was. Great catch. A to stay in there, Q, and deliver a strike downfield.
What a ball! Just as he was about to get hit too. The strike, throwing the ball, leading the receiver. Unfortunately, no defenders really close for Montcom, but they were able to stop him before he gets to the end zone.
Great reception down there. A big chunk play as well. Give the Saints back in the plus territory at about the 30-yard line. Correction, we're going to say about the 25-yard line. 1st and 10, Strathroy, 3-by-1 to the field. A little bit of a high snap. Handoff to number 2. Takes it over the right edge. Good blocking. A really good job blocking downfield. Is that number 4 again? It is.
Julian Howard with the blocks downfield and Kyler Fleming with the run. They really loved that kind of sweep to the right to get Fleming the ball. It's a play that they scored on earlier this game. Once he finds a lane, he really turns on the Jets there and makes himself difficult to
I want to see
tackle.
number 7 carrying the ball as well a little bit more. I haven't seen him carry the ball in the second half, and he was running with real explosion.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely one of their better athletes on the offensive side of the ball. I think that you try to push it here. You play action it here. Maybe get some sort of strike over the middle if you force the safety deep.
Hand off to number 2. Cuts it back up in the middle this time. Needed 2. Think he got about 3 or 4. It's going to be enough to move the sticks. And that's the end of the third quarter. Montcom is up 17-6. But the Saints are driving here. Really entertaining, quick-moving second half of football. Both teams have had the ball, really possessed it once, and were able to move the ball, and just a really good job here. I've been really impressed with both these teams.
Absolutely. And this is what we really enjoy about football around the city of London here is that you can go and view a Tier 2 game and still get good football. Right, like this is definitely, not a slouch of a game. The game's been clean. The officials have done a great job.
What I always like about these games is for the most part, they're always competitive.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't always get that in Tier 1. Sometimes you get the discrepancy scores and those games in there that are they're tough to watch sometimes too.
Yeah, I can imagine it's probably also a little bit difficult to commentate as well, right? You got to find some positives to talk about.
Well, Ron and I have definitely done broadcasts where teams are getting blown up by 45 or so.
It's in the second quarter, it's like, all right, so we're at runtime. What are we going to talk about now?
In cities that rhyme with Hamilton, right? Mind you, let's talk about the CGFL for 2 seconds. Hamilton Hurricanes having a year right now.
Yeah, talk about the rebirth of the Hurricanes.
Yeah.
Which is good. I mean, that league needs more competitive teams, right? Obviously, with St. Clair leading the charge, right?
Yep.
Beefeaters also, they try their best every year. Just, it's a little bit different when you have a college versus local team recruiting. And to have a team like Hamilton, even Ottawa, make its good plays and good splashes here and there.
Ottawa's having, it's surprisingly a down year, at really one win this year so far for Ottawa.
And they have some great players, right?
It's so dynamic.
Yeah.
From what I've heard is they've just been bit by the injury bug and have not been able to come back from it.
That's tough.
Hamilton's currently sitting number 7 in the country. London Beefeaters number 5. St. Clair number 1.
Flags fly here to start this play. Great tackle again.
Hey, guess who? Number 23, our man, Miller.
Love the sportsmanship. Pick him back up right after you hit him.
So somebody lined up offside.
Lots of injuries here in the second half. Could be, cramping.
It's the war. We talked about that. Shorter benches, and now the war of attrition's kind of leaning in there.
That's right. Now you really get to show your metal or what you're made of as a player. Are you hurt or are you injured? Right?
Big difference.
Exactly. Massive difference. Hurt or injured, got to be able to play through some of the pain, got to play through some of the cramps, right?
I don't think that's a cramp.
I don't think so. I know that we had one gentleman walk in front of us here where cramping may have been a bit of an issue.
Might have been. Both calves.
Well, in his words, he never felt that pain before, right? So
in his life.
Hey, you get a cramp or a Charlie horse or something like that in the game. Man, those are brutal.
The ones where your calf inverts always get right in the middle of the night.
It's always fun to watch that happening.
No, it's not.
to someone else, not to me. Got a trips look here from the Saints.
So Montcom lined up on the offside. 1st and 5 for the Saints. Handoff to number 2, taking it over the right-hand side. Big stick. Oh. Whoa, that was a hit. Number 13 here for the Montcom Cougars delivers the hit stick for sure.
And we'll be bringing out the medical staff again.
I think that Strathroy has really gotten their game plan figured out because obviously Montcom, very big. A lot of big bodies, right?
Yeah.
But to get those big bodies moving side to side is a little bit difficult, right? So obviously trying to push the edge, get to the outside of the defense, try to make sure they push that outside zone or the jet sweeps to really give their athletes some time and space has been effective.
17-6, the Cougars do lead, but again, after the loss of about 6 on that play, we have 2nd down and 11 for the Saints. Ball's at about the 20-yard line right now. Golden opportunity for Strathroy to score more points.
2nd and long though, depends on how deep they want to go into the playbook here. Looks like they're under center.
Under center, 2-by-2, motion to trips. You got 1-on-1 on the boundary. Fakes the handoff, rolling out to the right, taking a shot downfield. Great throw downfield. Falls incomplete. 3rd down. Oh, my.
Intended for Howard there. The ball looked like it was placed in a good spot. Just when you run into the end zone, the light actually kind of stops right before that end of the end zone there.
Really, really good high throw. That was a really nice pass. Rolling out to the right.
No problem.
3rd down and 11 here.
Looks like we're going to have a guest speaker on here. Feel free to introduce yourself to the London Football TV community.
Yeah, hey guys, thanks for cheering us on. I'm Coach Kyan. I'm the coach of the junior team, so thanks for tuning in. Hopefully you guys watched our game to start. And yeah, nice game here. Nice
impressive
tight
win
with the
for you
seniors.
guys earlier today.
Thank you, I appreciate it. Yeah, the boys played well.
Taking a shot downfield. Falls incomplete, intended for number 4. I've been really impressed by the speed of the running backs and the athleticism by Strathroy. You know, the tradition has always been Strathroy, big farm kids. You're going to get the big team, not necessarily the more athletic type of kids. This is a very athletic-looking team. How have you guys been able to build your program over the last couple of years?
So I'm going to toot my own horn. Not that I deserve any credit, but I'm going to say a lot of them have come up through the junior program, and not that it's anything I've done, but yeah, it's just been lots of fun. They're just great kids. They're multi-sport athletes.
Yeah.
A lot of soccer players out there, baseball players, and yeah, they're just nice kids that want to work hard. So they listen, they come to practice, they listen to you, and they do the drills, right? So it's just really impressive to work with good kids that are just great quality. So we're blessed to have a lot of good people out in our town. So.
I give yourself some credit, Coach, right, for them to be able to make it to the senior level. They like football enough to be able to continue to play.
Yeah.
Talk about some of the ways that you guys kind of acquire players through that process, right? Strathroy might not be the biggest of cities, so how do you guys go about kind of building up that junior roster through that program?
Thank you. That's a great question. So our first thing, so this is our 6th annual night game. So I would say just starting here. So just the kids just promoted themselves, people coming out. And just seeing, like, because it's not a football town, but now that we've done this, I'm just hoping and praying that people are starting to see this, and hey, it's a great time, great atmosphere, and then it just starts to, just to feed that excitement. So seeing that, that's a good start there.
For sure. And so what does kind of youth football look like in Strathroy right now? Because I know that obviously with it being a short drive away from London, you might get a lot of the kids going to play LMFA, but is there kind of any plan to start some sort of flag league or any little community league for the fall here for the kids?
Yeah, a couple of our coaches started something just with younger elementary kids this past year. So I know that was the first time they did that, and so that might continue there. But yeah, some of our players do go, whether it's Sarnia or to London to play. So. Yeah, but yeah, it's just terrific. Yeah, a lot of great kids, and yeah, it's just nice working with them. So.
Yeah, so in terms of, kind of the playing in the county league or the Tier 2 league, what's more of the kind of thought process behind, developing that program in terms of getting them ready to play that higher level Tier 2 competition?
Yeah, that's a great question too, because especially, because every week it's always different opponents and different skill levels, and so we'll see. Oh shit! Sorry, guys.
Dixon, the ball carrier, over the right-hand side.
A little bit of extracurriculars on the sideline there, handled by officials.
I don't think that was as intentional
No,
as the running
not.
back as he thought it was. I think he just was kind of trying to slow up, and
exactly.
Momentum kind of got in the way there.
And sorry, what was your original question? I kind of lost
track. Just more of being able to build that tradition you guys had already talked about, and
Yeah. Oh, and tier 2.
yeah,
and,
tier 2, and getting them ready to play against some of the teams might be from the city or from other parts of the county.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, great question. Just trying to build that excitement and know that it is just one game every week.
Right in front of us there.
Yeah,
Yep.
Nice tackle, boys. Good job.
Yeah.
Nice run, one. So just taking every opponent 1 week at a time and then doing a bit of scouting, knowing if it's run, pass team, who are their studs, what kind of systems do they like to run, and just trying to prep the kids. So in junior rail, we start with a chalk talk on Monday.
Nice.
And just go in. So we're kind of old school that way and draw it on the chalkboard and talk just to.
Now you're speaking my language.
Yeah. Well,
I had a notebook.
Yes. Well, I don't know, and I do too. I don't know if you guys know Coach Holden. So he coached for the boys. All had stickers, and it's got the number 62 on it because he coached for 62 years. He passed away a couple years ago, but we bring a lawn chair, and that represents Coach Holden. So he was
awesome.
with us tonight because he was a big. Just a big advocate for the night game, and he loved coming out here in the evenings. And it was just great working with him. Like, I've been here 14 years now, and he was a big builder up in me because my football knowledge is very minute compared to many people.
That's
so he's
all right.
really helped me out, and he's a great guy. So
But it's all about that volunteer aspect
Yes.
too, right? Like
Yeah.
if you have any interest in the game, regardless of what school you're at, they'll be able to find a role for you, right?
totally.
And especially bringing the community together on a night game. Like, there's a lot of schools, even in the city, that would love to have a night game that unfortunately can't. So,
Right.
obviously, it's a great draw for you guys to get the community together.
Well,
get
and the
love of
town's
football.
great. Yeah, we come here, and again, like, the lights are
Well,
already
yeah, there's
here.
a
We
lot of
just play
people.
on the old field, and they come and paint it for us. And it's a great partnership. And so we're blessed to have a lot of great, like you said, community partners, whether it's the town, whether it's community coaches. Yeah, it's just awesome. Yeah, everyone makes it work. So it does take a village. So
That's awesome.
yeah.
So, Coach, knowing some of the things that were going on for this game, can you kind of talk about what the main benefactor of tonight's game is for the community of Strathroy?
Yeah, just I don't know, because Canada and Strath is a big hockey culture, right? And I love hockey. But just say, hey, let's give football a chance too. And it's a great community atmosphere and environment. So just diversify a little bit and to enjoy multi-sport. So
Absolutely.
and I love football. I think it's the best sport because there's a spot on the field for every player, regardless of size, shape, and ability. Right? That's why it is the perfect team sport.
Dixon, the ball carrier, got about 6 on that. Montcom moving the sticks here with 6:40 left to go in the fourth quarter, up 17-6. When we pulled up in here, like, I'm parked at the top of the hill on the other side there. There must have been 1,000 people here earlier here tonight. And again, just a great environment. We encourage everybody to go out to night games and everything else. Already plans in the works for next year's night game and stuff like that?
Yeah, for sure. We'd love to do the 7th annual next year. And, we'll just see what night. We'd love to do it on a Friday night for the Friday Night Lights. It just seems to work really well. So, definitely, we would love to do that. And we just pray Mother Nature cooperates like she did this year. I thought she was going to be a little stubborn, but we nice tackle. So it helped a lot, so.
I think you should technically have an intentional grounding in there because he was inside the pocket. The ball did not get to the line of scrimmage, and I didn't think that there was an eligible receiver. I might be wrong, but
let's hope.
I don't see anyone eligible there. But there is a penalty flag down on the field here. It's a holding call against Montcom. So they're not going to give the intentional grounding or a sack. So 2nd and 10 for the Saints. Excuse me. So they'll take the penalty. 1st and 10 for the Cougars.
20,
Yep. It's been a long day. I came from work, went home, rest for an hour, and drove right back here. So it was like, okay.
Yeah. And thank you guys for coming to do this. This is so awesome that this is a possibility for Thames Valley football.
Yeah, it's huge. Obviously producer Adam does a lot of the heavy lifting for all of us here. So, Yeah, very very thankful for him,
Yeah.
and obviously he brings all the equipment. He gives us the opportunity.
No, you
so.
guys are terrific. Thanks for making us a priority. We really appreciate it.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean, you always want to show that Tier 2 football, right? And again, you got great athletes, just need an opportunity to be shown, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah, totally.
You know, last year Adam and I kind of did a solo broadcast at Cass, so it's always we always like to try to get to different to different venues,
Yeah.
and again, it's just a way of spreading the community of football. I keep hearing that football's on the decline, and I come out to a game like this in a town like Strathroy and seeing it supported. I don't see the decline. You know, I see numbers increasing on teams and everything else, which is what we want to do, which is the whole purpose of this.
I agree. Like our junior team, we've got 42 kids, and
Wow.
27 of those are grade 9s.
that's amazing.
awesome.
We're grade
That's
9 heavy, and
sensational.
the kids, yeah, and they just love it. And most of them had never played before. A couple kids had, but most of them had not.
Taking a shot downfield.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
job.
wow.
Great defense there.
That
Trying to get the
was-
number.
Yeah, I don't know who that was. That was terrific just to get a hand in there.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially when you're one-on-one like that
Yeah.
against a taller receiver. Definitely difficult.
Had it in his hands, too. Number 13 went up for it. He swatted that out. I can't quite see the number. Adam should have stayed with that just a little bit longer.
Might be number
Come
11.
on, man.
Number 11?
11
If it
maybe?
was, that was Chase Clark, number 11, if it was, yeah.
So we're going to give it to Clark. We might be wrong on that, but it's third down and about 8 here for Montcalm. 4 minutes, 33 seconds left to go in the ball game.
Yeah, if they want a chance at coming it back now, they're going to need to have this stop and
Yeah,
then a
this is
really
big.
fast drive.
Motion over. Look for that hand call. Quarterback boots it over to the right-hand side. Taking a shot downfield.
Nice job.
Intended.
Good job.
Honestly, it's probably for the best that he dropped that
Yeah.
because, either long punt or take the ball where they got it.
So that was the safety coming over. I believe that was number 20, who was playing high safety on that.
Gilby Arts.
It was number 20 who was coming across there. Does a good job of high pointing that ball
Yeah.
and breaking that up.
Yeah, great defensive
Hey,
stance. Good
Yeah,
job,
you
boys.
needed that stop.
Yeah, that was
you know,
huge. Good job, boys. Give the offense a chance. Good job, D. Nice hands in there, Chase. That was great.
1st and 10 for the Saints.
And it must feel awesome as a coach. You see your junior kids, right? Like to think of it almost like a butterfly, right?
Oh, it's awesome.
You see
Well,
them-
and
you
Chase
see
is
them
only
grow,
grade 11,
right?
and Chase last year scored his first touchdown on the night game, actually, for our junior team. It was just
Nice.
awesome. Nice tackle.
So you see them grow and develop and then start making plays at the senior
Yes,
level
yes.
and, opportunities at the next level, even CGFL or in the OUA. You see those
Oh.
kids get that opportunity,
Yeah,
right?
just awesome. And tonight, like how many former players are here, right? It's
Yeah.
just awesome to see. Like you look around, lots of familiar faces, and
Absolutely.
yeah, and the audience there, whether it's students or parents or just people that just came out because they heard something was going on. So that's what I love to see. But yeah, it is a true community event.
2x2 for the Saints. 2 running backs in pistol formation. High snap, back to pass. Taking a shot down the middle. Intended for number 1. Falls incomplete. 3rd down and about 7 here for the Saints. I think that we're going to see them going for it here as well.
Yeah, I mean, you don't really have any other option, truthfully. You got to find that first down. I'd love to see them try something in that intermediate route combination there. The quarterback can get the ball there. Would just love to see like a 10 to 12-yard dig or some sort of crossing route.
Well, they've tried. You had that success when you
Yeah.
motioned that trips over, and they did that long mesh coming across there. So I maybe you dial something like that. Montcom. Strathroy has called, I believe, their second timeout of the half. So with 3:17 left to go, it's kind of do or die time now for the Saints. Coach, talk about some of those grade 11 players that you had last year making an impact with the senior team. I don't know a lot of these kids for where they played. Some of them I recognize from the London Minor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is overall. The senior team's pretty young, so they lost. A lot of their players last year they lost. So yeah, it's nice to Come on, John. Nice
Good
run.
pressure. Hey, good heads-up
Yeah.
awareness.
Stay down.
Nice
job.
I really like this quarter.
Nice run.
I like your backfield tandem
Yeah.
between number 2, number 7,
Yeah.
and number 8 there. Number 7's got some serious speed as well.
Yeah. Parker Bycroft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got some serious speed. He hasn't been as involved in the second half as the first half.
Yeah.
But again, a really good job. I think we're just stopping play for the 3-minute warning here, I believe. So 3-minute warning here. So exactly 2:49 left to go. So correction, we're just putting a little bit of time back on the clock. 3 minutes even left to go in the ball game. 17-6, Cougars do lead over Strathroy Saints. Two by two running backs in the backfield. They've been in this balanced look most of the game. Snap is back. Take a look. Good coverage downfield. Stepping up and running. Gain of about 2 on the play on the scramble into the left. Second down for the Saints. Actually, they're going to give him more than that, so it was a gain of about 4 on that second down and 6. 2:40 left to go, ball game.
I think you have to try something deep at some point here.
Well, they're dropping into zones too. Like they're automatic bail at this point.
Yeah, I think it's cover. Yeah, they're definitely playing cover 3, but the safety in the middle is playing really short.
Nice
Get it
job.
to your playmaker. Complete to number 4 there.
I believe that's Howard.
Oh, Julian Howard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's had himself. There's been a number of players who have had really good games. I've been really impressed with this quarterback as well.
Yeah.
He's tall, commands the pocket, has a good arm, seems like a good athlete.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, he's a good kid. He came through junior, and yeah, Julian was our quarterback last year, actually, who just caught that pass. So it's nice to see the versatility of a lot of the guys. And yeah,
For
just
sure.
athletes, right? Julian's a soccer player, and John, I think, too.
Motion to trips to the field. Taking a shot downfield.
Oh, he
Oh,
almost caught
my
it off the
goodness.
rebound.
Wow, off the toes.
Adam, there's that could have been the play of the week if he hauled that one
Yeah,
in
if he,
here.
If he caught that, I'm sorry. I'm not taking any other submissions. That's for sure. That would have been
Off the
sensational.
leg, yeah. That's a true soccer
Off the
player
hands, off the leg.
Second down and 10 for the Saints as they break the huddle. 2:05 left to go in the fourth quarter. 2 by 2. Pressure coming from Montcom. Steps up, escapes the pressure.
Big hit.
Big stick in there after a gain of about 5. I like this kid's toughness.
Yeah, he's shown the willingness to run the ball, put his shoulder down, right? He's done a great job. Truthfully, I don't think you can ask more from your quarterback in a game like this. Obviously, some throws you'd like to have back, but overall, he's done a great job tonight.
Third down for the Saints as they break the huddle. Under center this time. 3 to the boundary, 1 to the field. Montcom showing pressure.
We know what's coming here.
Taking a shot downfield, falls incomplete. Turn it over, and that'll be the ball game. 1:38 left to go for the Saints. These guys have battled all game. It's been a well-fought game by both teams, and not a lot of penalties, which that goes to the coaching on both these staffs.
Yeah, it's been a clean game.
Yeah, and that's why it's nice Montcom came here last year as well. And so, yeah, just to know you got a good quality opponent that, yeah, they're good kids, good coaches. It's going to be a great game, both sides, junior, senior. And, yeah, that's why, yeah, it's great. We're blessed that they're willing to come out again tonight and to do that again. And, yeah, just have a great football game. So,
Coach, next week you guys have who?
yeah, so on Wednesday, juniors, we're both going to Beale. Juniors, we play St. Mary's out of Woodstock.
Okay.
And they don't have a senior team, right? It's their first year in the league in a long time. And Beale only has a senior team. So our seniors will play Beale on Wednesday at Beale. Both of them are at Beale. So,
Nice.
yeah. So, yeah, it'll be great.
Goes both ways.
So big run from Dixon, gain of about 5 on that, 2nd down and 5. Montcalm's just basically trying to run the clock out. 1:30 left to go in the ball game.
Yeah, everyone knows who's getting the ball here, right? It's either going to be Dixon on the inside zone or maybe 13 on a jet sweep, but they're running the ball here.
2 to the field, 1 to the boundary. Cross action coming, good kick out block. Quarterback boots it off, runs out of bounds.
Nice tackle. Good job, guys. Good job, Chase.
Gain of about 10 on that. First down for the Cougars. Went out of bounds. 1:03 left. I like that there's still probably about 250, 300 people here.
Yeah.
Sticking it out to the very end, watching this.
Yeah, and they're all going to help clean up when we're done.
That's the dream. Leave it better than when you found it.
That's right.
Yeah. Inside handoff to Dixon.
Nice tackle. Good job, guys.
Gain of about 4 on that play. About 3. Again, just tremendous evening here. You know, we couldn't ask for a better evening of football. It did. Hey, anytime that we can talk about football in Canada in late September, October, we're not wet and it's not white.
And we all
it's
got
a good day,
yeah,
and
we all
we're
got
all wearing
shorts
shorts.
on. It's perfect.
Well, yeah, you know, like
Yeah.
it's just a fantastic evening.
Yeah. Well, and again, having you guys here, being willing to come and to do this has, been the icing on the cake. So thanks a lot. And and hopefully we can let you know and we can do it again next year. So.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Yeah.
You know, we want to obviously showcase high school football, whether it's in London or surrounding areas.
Yeah.
So, obviously really happy with the game and how it's gone so far.
Yeah.
There's great timeout timeout.
So the Saints did have 1 timeout left. They've elected to call it there.
Yeah.
26 seconds left to go.
See if we can get a stop and then
Stop and then some miracles.
Yeah. Yeah. Get a little push here.
Just checking the roster here. I recognize one of those kids out there. Yeah.
Do you need the extendo arm?
Nope. Hudson Lee played for the Cougars of the London Minor Football Organization.
Yeah.
I know his brother.
His brother Declan is one heck of a ball player.
Declan's a great kid.
That kid is going to be a very, very, very good corner, regardless of where he goes.
Yeah, totally.
Well, he will be coming here
Yeah.
eventually.
Yeah.
I think he's
he's
going
in grade 8 this year.
Yeah, he's grade 8 this year.
Yeah, I'm lucky enough to coach him. He's a great kid.
Awesome.
So, it's been nothing but improvement over the last 18 months for him. Is
Just
the amount of work he
recognize the
puts in is
flowing
great.
hair on the kid. Look at that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it makes us all jealous.
Yeah, and he plays with a lot of intensity.
Dixon, the ball carrier.
Almost got that ball out.
Almost.
Nice tackle.
It's going to be enough to move the stick. 17 seconds left. Probably see Montcom knee it out at this point.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's what it's what they're indicating. So this will be the
They're
final.
going to make him do it, which is great, right?
Yeah.
So there is that, hey, if with like under, a certain point, the refs do have the right to blow it. But I like that everyone's just playing it out.
Yeah.
2-1-0, and this will be the last play of the game. Make the final. I'll tell you something. 17-6 is the final.
Great game.
This was a very, very competitive game played by both these teams. They should be very, very proud of the efforts. I like the fact that I've seen the growth in Strathroy going from that, kind of T formation that you guys ran 10 years ago and stuff to a much more wide open Canadianized offense, throwing the ball, passing the ball, and everything else. Just a fantastic job.
Yeah.
Any final thoughts for you guys?
I just appreciate you guys coming, and it was a great night of football, great senior game, great junior game. So thank you for making us a priority.
Yeah, very happy with both teams, right? Obviously, both teams have stuff to work on and moving forward, but excited to see how their seasons go. 0-2, not the best start that you'd want, but there's a lot of good pieces to build off of there for Strathroy, and Montcom getting into the win column. I know that Everett's going to be happy about that.
Yeah.
Totally. Yeah,
Exactly.
Thanks a lot, guys.
No
Appreciate
problem.
it.
Thank you.
Not a problem. Thank you very much.
Thanks.
For cameraman Adam, Dylan Sherville, I am the coach, Ron Ferwerda. We thank you very much for joining us on London Football TV. We'll see you again real soon.